absolute certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all of these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked?
I think that worked. Do I hear Sean Kelly in the house? Did we lose him? All right.
Well, I certainly think that worked, and I have a feeling he's just about here. He comes.
Excellent. Awesome. I know that works. I experienced it last night, and as Sean presented on the Titan stage, and I think he's working on the unmute button, so will be with us shortly. So I'm going to start introducing this extraordinary guest list here today. First up, coming from Greater Boston, Massachusetts, a 30-year finance leader, investor and relations expert, advancing capital strategy, growth, and stakeholder trust. This man raised $600 million plus scaled assets towards $1 billion, founding association leader and engaged board member. Division I captain and Ironman, inspires team with grit, vision, and purpose. Let's all please welcome to the show, Mr. Wayne Grover. And Wayne, sorry, this is usually Sean's line. What is your fun fact? I think he's trying to unmute, but I believe he can hear us. So Wayne, what is your fun fact?
Yeah, I wrote a couple of headlines, and I'll just say, kind of invite some questions maybe, but I wouldn't be who I am today without loneliness.
Well, thank you for that. That is a vulnerable fun fact, a vulnerable share. And, I want Sean to, Andrea, could you maybe text Sean and Michael Johnson let's see if there's some technical difficulty.
We'll do, but real quick, just a sentence. Yeah. Can you explain why? Just one quick sentence, and I'm going to go check on Sean.
I'm sorry, was that to me?
Yes, that was for you, Wayne.
In a sentence. I went through an event and I was forced to evaluate my life and how it was making me behave. And so I finally had to admit for the first time in my life that I felt very alone. And then with professional help, began to explore what was causing that feelings and what it was doing to my life, how to correct it, and then keep moving forward, which then allowed me to be a better dad, a better friend, better person by expressing emotion and being vulnerable.
Well, yes, thank you for that. Very clear how that, being able to be vulnerable helps us rise and rise and rise to be the best versions of ourselves. So thank you for that. And Andrea, want to go around for a moment? Well, let's introduce the next person. I just want to make sure, I want to support and call him back because I just told him he was on his video was on there, but it wasn't, so
I've already alerted Mercedes. We've got everybody on it.
All the
so
team.
You can go ahead and introduce Rebecca.
Awesome. Let's do it. So thank you for that. Wayne, next up from Mercer County, New Jersey. What town, Rebecca?
Robbinsville.
Robbinsville, New Jersey, an entrepreneurial force at Sidebar Consulting, blending sharp legal insight with bold visionary business strategy, built massive audience with impact within months, proving passion and authenticity spark unstoppable community growth. Soon to be host of a legal podcast destined to inspire leaders worldwide with energy, wisdom, and unapologetic entrepreneurial brilliance. Please, everyone, let's give it up for Rebecca Kaplinger. And Rebecca, what is your fun fact?
So my fun fact or headline, I said 1 business, 2 failed bar exams. Well, 3rd time test results are, up in the air.
Oh, so
1, 2, 3.
You're waiting for some results?
I am currently waiting. And as you could tell, every time I talk about it, I stutter because I'm so scared. It is genuinely just the harp over my head, but that's why I started my business. So it doesn't have to be anymore.
Amazing. Wishing you luck there. 3rd time's a charm. And Andrew, you want to just mute while you're working on the audio over there for Sean Callagate. You do not want him to miss this extraordinary team here. And I'm sure, believe he can hear it also. We're working on our tech team, getting him.
Michael Johnson's on it as well.
Amazing. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you for that, Rebecca. Hear you, sister, and can't wait to hear the results. I hope that you'll share it with Andrea and we can all celebrate you. So thank you. Let's go New York, my favorite city in the world. A dynamic leader, speaker, inspiring founders, investors, and partners with clarity and conviction. Recognized guide who turns complex challenges into empowering opportunities for growth and success. A trusted voice championing vision, impact, and the power of collaboration in every room she steps in. Let's all please welcome to the show, June Choi.
Hello.
Yes, we hear you.
Everybody. Hey, June, warm welcome on this fun Friday. And please, June, what is your fun fact?
Well, in another life, I used to make special occasion cakes, and I retired from that life with a Walking Dead inspired cake that grossed out half the guests, and other half were amazed by it.
That is absolutely outstanding. And just real quick, 'cause I know we have a ton of people here, but in the Walking Dead cake, was it cake of a zombie or was it cake of one of the characters or what was it?
No, it was inspired by Walking Dead, so it wasn't a specific character, but the cake, I made it so that it looked like zombies had been added, and then I made little bloody body parts out of sugar paste.
Oh my goodness.
Threw it around the top.
Let's go, June. Fingers and toes cake. That's what I'm hearing, Gina Ritchie. Who else is here on this fun Friday? We got Darren Ammo, of course. Come on.
Next up from Boca Raton, former New Yorker. He's a seasoned strategist, entrepreneur, uniting market intelligence with visionary leadership, shaping transformative outcomes, magnetic connector who fuses creativity and influence to ignite enduring opportunities and partnerships, an impact-driven leader and speaker for sure. Please, everyone, let's give it up to Jeff Hart.
Welcome to the Heart of Influence. Please, your headline fun fact on this fun Friday.
I will do a fun fact very quickly. When I was 11 years old, I participated and won a foul shooting contest sponsored by Adidas. And the reward was to play with the Harlem Globetrotters at Madison Square Garden for 3 days, which I did.
Neal, Meadowlark, Lemon, Duncan, 3-pointers all over the place. Am I hearing you correctly?
You nailed it. In fact, I sat on the bench, and the rest of the fun fact is that they called me out in front of 19,000 people to take a foul shot for Meadowlark Lemon. And I went out there, dribbled the ball, was all set, went, shot, and I threw an air ball.
Oh, like drained it, nothing but net. Okay.
I didn't even get net. I was.
All right, I'm gonna go with the corollary fun fact to Jeff G. Just remind me, corollary Jeff fun fact later. Thank you, Jeff, for being here. Come on, G.
I just want to check Jeff because we have Jeff and Jeffrey. Which do you prefer? I have one on screen, one on our. Do you prefer?
Whatever you prefer. Either way, Gina, it doesn't matter.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Next up from Los Angeles, California, business architect blending technical expertise, strategic vision, tactical execution to drive market success. He's a proven leader in transformation, performance improvement, risk management, structuring complex cross-industry transaction. And oh, by the way, Sean, he looks like Robert Downey Jr. I thought we had Robert Downey Jr. on Iron Man on our show today. Please, everyone, let's welcome Ravi Bhatia.
Before you to Robert Downey Jr. Awesome job, Robbie, and your headline fun fact on this Fun Friday, please.
Sure. Thank you for the warm welcome. So I would say my fun fact would be I've met a lot of celebrities and sports athletes and even people like Michael Bloomberg in my course of my career. So I would say those have been some defining moments from Steph Curry of the Warriors to some of the Hollywood celebrities, movie stars. So it just being in the right place at the right time, and I think that's definitely been a fun experience for myself, and hopefully I keep that going and keep contributing to the society.
Awesome job, Robbie. Thank you for being here. You are Iron Man and more. Come on, G.
For sure. Next up, we got Salt Lake City in the house, a lifelong entrepreneur with 30 plus years as an equities trader, marketer, and strategic growth consultant, CEO of SLS Group, specializing in securities-based loans and early stage direct investments, is a fixture in the microcap community. Please, everyone, let's welcome Harvey Carmichael.
Harvey, welcome to the Heart of Influence, and please, your headline fun fact.
Well, when I was in high school, I ran a 426 mile, which was very rewarding. And I didn't learn how to read, and I stuttered most of my high school career. So I got past that. I guess it's a sad fact, but it's a. Wow. And I went on to build a company for 20 plus years.
Beautiful job, brother. Congratulations on all of your impact. 426 mile for you humans could even consider that outstanding job. Gina, we got some growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous folks committed to mastery. We call them G Hicks around here. G, who else is here?
Sure do. And next up, the co-hosts of our show from New York, the seasoned entrepreneur of over 35 years, including founding a private equity firm, driving growth for founders, valuing personal connections, and recognizing the unique contributions of each individual. He's known for his relentless drive, transformed industries, and empowered countless businesses to achieve extraordinary success. Let's all please welcome to the show, James Amo.
No, long time no see. Last time I think was the Vesuvio wedding. Welcome, and please your headline fun fact, Emma.
Thanks for the intro, Gina. It was great, and yes, Sean, you're correct. It was the Vesuvio wedding. I'm going to go with what I said earlier about doubling down on yourself. Growing up in Newark, New Jersey, and growing up very crazy Italian, to go to Japan, and the first 6 months I was in Japan, I lived in a Zen temple. And for me to have the ability to sit and still my mind and calm my body for 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day was a miracle of God. So anything is possible with doubling down on yourself. Okay. So.
And Amo has become a master at so many things, both in the martial arts and in business. Honor, sir, to have you here. Gina, we got Amo in the building. And we got somebody else that he might know just a little bit.
We sure do. Coming from LA, he's an international best-selling author and an agent, and the agent representing icons like Magic Johnson, Hulk Hogan, God rest his soul, David Goggins, and the late Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, to name just a few. Negotiating over $750 million in marketing deals over 30 years, 16 years sober, a global advocate for addiction recovery, dedicated to giving back, believing in the power of second chances, and improving lives through partnerships with treatment centers and mental health initiatives. Please, everyone, let's give it up for the one and only Darren.
Darren, warm welcome on your and Ammo's Heart of Influence, brother. So grateful for all the things that we've been up to. And please, your headline fun fact.
Well, thanks for having me again, my brother. I was on the call this morning with a friend that I met my freshman year in college, and we were laughing that I am a proud freshman college dropout that had a 0.86 GPA. And him and I are working on a bunch of business that we were laughing that, college isn't for anybody, because a 0.86 GPA is very, very tough to accomplish, but I did it.
I would love a study to be done, Darren, Ammo, and everybody. And I went to Columbia University, so I'm an Ivy League undergrad, so I'm not making this up because I didn't go to college. But I wonder how many people that have made 0.1% or better income annually in the US had a 2.9 GPA or lower in college or didn't go at all versus a 3.7 and higher. My gut tells me that the 2.9 or below or no college at all might win that game. I haven't seen a study, but I'm interested. So Darren, no question, you are a genius of geniuses, regardless of what a traditional broken college system would say. And thank you for being who you are in the world, brother.
Thanks, my brother. Much love.
Much love. Gina, come on.
Next up, the one and only deal attorney, having led over 200 capital market transactions in the past 25 years, taking companies public in the 7 different ways that you can. Coming from Nutley, New Jersey, let's all welcome Andrea Cattaneo.
On this Fun Friday, please, what is your headline fun fact?
Quick one you haven't heard. First time I ever went on a cruise, not the one that sank. I won a hula hoop contest, had 8 hula hoops going at the same time, and people were chanting my name. And I tell you, that's the first time I ever felt like a rock star.
Goddess Prosper and you, head to head in a hula hoop
She
contest.
made me remember.
I want you beating her, Andrea. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm up for it.
All right. Thank you for that. Gina, thank you for everything you do. The woman who's been doing the introducing, heart-centered, incredible leader who causes ecosystem merging at a huge level, tragically lost her daughter when her daughter was 3 years old, was committed to turning that pain into something amazing for humans, met her high-fiving as she was a volunteer at a Tony Robbins event, and now she's causing ecosystem mergers with some of the most outstanding business platforms in America, including Gina being a cause in the matter of me having the privilege of speaking at the Titan 100 Gala last night in Philadelphia. Almost 1,000 folks in that room, hundreds of CEOs of billion-dollar companies. Gina was a cause in that matter and much more. So Gina, let's welcome you to the Heart of Influence, and a fun fact, please.
Thank you, Sean, and it's a privilege to be here. And I think we could say, if you connect the dots, I think I put a ring on your finger last night. What do you say to that?
You did. I became a Titan honored after keynoting and bringing up the CEO and founder, Jamie Zoman. Keep that name in mind. This woman's on fire, making magic happen with CEOs across America. So yes, Gina, that is a super cool headline fun fact. And Gina, we're going to skip my bio. It's all good. If you don't know that I've done a thing or two, it's crazy. But I'll just go with this headline fun fact for on the quick. My first headline fun fact is that I'm a blind man that has taught sighted people to ski, surf, and scuba dive in the most extreme of conditions, including 100 entrepreneurs in our elite and certification partnership program that were down on Long Beach Island surfing with us just a week ago. Second, a little Jeff fun fact with the Globetrotters. I had the privilege of being at Tony Robbins' house for on a number of occasions. And one of the times I was there, I was with a speaker from Germany named Thaddeus, who'd also been he's about 6'5". He had been a professional basketball player in Europe. And I can't see, I'm blind. And I heard clank, clank, like 2 in a row in Tony's basement in his basketball court. Yes, Tony's got a basketball court in his house. Heard a couple clanks. I'm like, come on, Thaddeus. He's like, listen, blind man, if you're going to talk, then get on the court. So I promptly walked out, dribbled the ball between my legs, pulled up from the 3-point line, unable to see where the basket was, true story, and hit a 3-pointer, nothing but net, to Tony Robbins screaming me and picking up over his head and trumpeting, "You lying mother effers about anything you ever can't do in your life. This dude's blind, draining threes in my house." So that is a headline fun fact, Gina, for sure.
I wonder how Jeff's feeling about that. That's extraordinary. Yeah, Jeff's shaking his head, smiling, laughing. Yes. No
Great
air ball
story.
for Sean.
Yeah. And I'm sorry. Good, sir.
No, it's a great story. Unbelievable.
Yeah, thank you. And I'll go with this as like, so I have some credibility in other pockets. So I'm going to do my bio because I want to get on real quick. I also have the privilege of being on the precipice of being the first blind, self-funded unicorn creator in business history on planet Earth. That would be $1 billion valuation, self-funded, first blind person to ever do that. We are on the precipice. We are getting it valued now. We think we may be there already. And it's not based on IP. It's based on EBITDA. So that is a fun fact. Gina, who's going first?
Pretty fun. First up, let's go with Mr. Wayne Grover.
Yes. So Wayne, we believe, in fact, we know that influence, the ability to cause yes with people, is the only human attainable superpower. We're talking like Demosthenes from ancient Greece, who caused people to rise and march, to the founding fathers, Walt Disney, Oprah Winfrey, everybody who causes yeses in leadership, management, recruitment, fundraising, for profit, not for profit, marketing, selling, everything happens after yes. So what we're looking for, though, is pitching, hooking, closing. I think we're past that. I think we're in a place where sophisticated people see, feel, felt, found as yuck, no thanks. But instead, when heart-centered, sophisticated people come together, how do we cause yes? We've had 8,000 people on the show, and Gina's going to be anybody you want her to be. It does not have to be a final sale. It could just be yes for a longer conversation, but you're going from hello to yes with Gina in any type of scenario. So please, who would you like Gina to be?
Well, a few people mentioned Tony Robbins today on this call, so I would like her to be Tony Robbins today.
Yes, Gina is just about a lookalike. Now I'm blind, but I think she's just about a Tony Robbins lookalike. So Tony, please take us in.
Let's do it. Hello, this is Tony Robbins. How can I help you today?
Yeah, hi Tony, it's Wayne Grover. We had a brief 3-minute call scheduled, and I'm hoping you still have some time, and really appreciate you taking a few moments to speak with me.
Yes, thank you, Wayne. We do have just a quick 3 minutes. So what can I do for you, sir?
Yeah, you know, I think one of the things that I'm really curious about, Tony, is that everything that I've seen or known about you, you have gone through life, you're full of energy and positive emotion and drive. And I'm really curious, where does that come from? Or did you go through an experience that manifested that type of attitude and approach?
Well, thank you for that. I don't know how much you know about me. I have shared quite a lot. A difficult childhood, a lot of abuse, physical abuse in my home. I've had 5 fathers. I remember, I'll never forget a time when I was 11 that a man came with a bag on Thanksgiving Day full of food. My dad shut the door on him, and the man put his foot in the door and said, "Hold on," and basically said, I think they're hungry over there. Like, just accept this food. And he fed us that Thanksgiving, and I will never, ever, ever, ever forget that. And that was my driving force that was always grounded in me, that I wanted to serve others at a higher level and feed the masses, which I have had the great privilege to, and certainly affected, I believe, many, many, many millions of lives across the globe as a result. So Wayne, that's the core, that's the earliest place where it started.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. And I have a maybe somewhat of a shared similar experience, going through, extreme loneliness, and coming out of that and becoming dedicated to help eradicate loneliness in other people's lives. So on some level, I can totally relate. So thank you really for sharing that. I really do appreciate that.
Well, thank you for sharing that with me. And anything else I could do for you, sir, as we have like about 40 seconds left.
Yeah, I know we only have a few seconds left. And what I would love to have the opportunity to sit down with you at another time, or hopefully face to face. And I would love to get your perspective on a business that I'm starting and seek your guidance if you'd be open to it.
Well, Wayne definitely would need to know a little more, but why don't you do this? Put a little short, very short, many proposals come through our doors. My team will connect with you after this. Put a little proposal about what this next call might be, and we'll go from there. How does that sound?
That sounds perfect, and very happy to do it. Tony, it's been a real pleasure speaking with you, and I appreciate you sharing a little bit more about your personal life, and I look forward to us chatting again.
Thank you, Wayne. Have a great day.
Thank you, Tony. Take care. Take care.
Wayne, outstanding work. We'll get to the feedbackers in a moment. Gina, who's following up Wayne?
Rebecca, who's waiting on her third round oh my gosh, Rebecca. Yes.
Words, the dreaded words. Am I right? Like, yeah, you can't even spit. I don't want to spit it out. I
But
can't
an
talk about
incredible
it.
entrepreneur with a huge following. That's a story for another day.
Yes.
Rebecca, though, I didn't hear it though. The third round of what?
Third round of bar exam. I failed the bar exam twice. First time, had COVID. It's the story of oldest time.
Rebecca, here, can I help? Doesn't matter. Completely irrelevant. I passed the bar first, in New York and New Jersey. Doesn't matter. There's no question that you're a rock star. It is, I believe, standardized test taking, and I'm somebody who has done well in standardized test taking in my life, is such an obscenely inaccurate measurement of success. See Darren Prince in that conversation. See Tony Robbins, who didn't go to college. See the long list of them all. And Rebecca, I really hope it works out for you. I'm sad that this is the way, testing goes. I'm confident you're going to crush it, but if not, let's go do crazy things in the legal space together. You're a rock star. I'm clear. Rebecca, who would you like Gina to be?
So I want to kind of set the scene for a second. We're going to be at a conference. I'm sitting down. I have my little tripod in front of me with my little with my, my influencer light. And I have, a booth where influencers where I am pretty much influencing, having attorneys, professionals sit down with me and talk about their business. However, I am specifically targeting a legal professional who is really old and has no idea what social media is.
Wait a minute, Rebecca, this is perfect. Gina is really old. Keep going.
Oh, very funny.
So I just, maybe just, grumpy old attorney doesn't understand social media.
I'm sorry, keep interrupting. Gina, yes.
But, walking up and kind of, what are these kids doing type of vibe.
Yeah, G, be yourself. Take us in.
Oh, thanks, Sean Trelegy. Yes. Hello. Oh, hey, what's happening here?
Oh, so, I'm actually sitting down with other legal professionals, just asking about their business, how they got here, just giving them a little bit of brand engagement and content to put on their social media. That way they can share it with an audience and digital market it. Right now, how are you marketing your firm? Are you, just doing basic billboards? Are you referral based? How are you doing right now?
Oh, well, right now, we're putting flyers up on walls at, businesses and at community centers and still, doing that sort of thing. But I definitely heard, social media is the way to go. Just haven't gotten there yet.
And I'm sorry, what was your name again?
My name is Larry.
Larry, it's nice to meet you. So my name is Rebecca Kaplinger, and I am the CEO and creator of Sidebar Consulting. And essentially, we are a digital and marketing firm where we help firms develop their own brand identity to start, pushing content online, creating those relationships that ultimately show offline and go online. So I'm glad to hear that you're interested in, the social media space. I know it can be really scary. On top of that, I'm really happy to hear that so far your business has been successful without needing social media. But, you know, the scary times are coming of the digital age. You know, AI is running the world now. I can't even imagine starting with, you know, not even a cell phone. At least, you know, I have a little bit of a background and, you know, grew up with technology. So I understand why that's scary. But that's why I created my business. So I understand that there's a gap, and I understand that there's something that, you know, you need. And it's, you know, 70% of cases now are being online. You get in I need a lawyer. They're looking online first. They're not flipping through a book like Yellow Pages anymore. They're not thinking of that billboard when the billboard's in our phones now. So I would love to sit down and talk with you another time. Usually I do like a $50 consultation fee just to get my foot in the door, but I've really enjoyed talking to you, and I do feel like I can grow your business. Would you be open to a 30-minute free consultation in a week or so?
Rebecca, you reminding me of my granddaughter, and I do have to figure all this stuff out. So yes, let's do it. Let's set it up, and I look forward to it.
All right, lovely. And then take business card would be the last part.
Okay, I will do that. But here's mine, because can I ask you to call my assistant? Let's get it set up and take that initiative. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Rebecca, Gina's going to get her walker out of the way, and she's going to be all good. All good. So excellent job, G, Rebecca, Wayne, Gina. Time for the feedbackers. What this is looking like is 15 seconds of feedback of something that worked, 15 seconds on something that could be optimized. And I really ask for this, please. As you're giving the feedback, don't be like, oh yeah, it was good, but, right? Really, 15 seconds on what this on Rebecca or Wayne did outstandingly. And then 15 seconds could be optimized. I'm not looking for criticism, critique, just optimizations, but really 15 seconds of acknowledgement. And then we're going to ask you for one word, not a sentence, not 3 words, just one, of how Wayne and Rebecca made you feel. Rebecca made me feel energized. Wayne made me feel heart, like felt heart. Gina, please, who's going first?
Let's have June give some feedback for Wayne.
Yeah, June, 15 seconds of what worked, 15 seconds will be optimized, please.
Yes. I think, Wayne, you came across as very genuine and, like Sean said, full of heart, right? What I would suggest, though, is put a little more detail into when you're talking about what you want, you know, feedback on, because, you know, loneliness is a very big topic. So if you could put a little bit more context on that, I think it would serve you better.
Beautiful. And one word on how Wayne made you feel.
I think genuine.
Beautiful.
Right?
Yeah, awesome. Wayne, bring in the genuine. Gina.
Awesome. Let's go Harvey, feedback for Rebecca.
Very energetic, very on point what she was talking about. I don't really have too many criticisms. She did outstanding.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Harvey, one word of how Rebecca made you feel.
Confident.
Beautiful. G.
Let's go Jeff, feedback for Wayne. 30
Yeah,
seconds.
I think Wayne did a great job. You know, some of the things, not really criticism, but I would have asked Tony, you know, what motivates him. And I would have asked him also what quantifies in terms of Tony's success. What makes you feel, what quantifies the success that Tony has, and the attributes in terms of his public speaking abilities.
Beautiful. And one word of how Wayne made you feel, Jeff.
I felt empathetic. He was asking good questions, but I felt empathy because I feel he's really reaching out to find out what he can do to better himself.
Yeah, amen. Great job, Wayne. Great feedback, Jeff. Gina.
Let's go Ravi, feedback please for Rebecca.
Oh, Iron Man. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I would say she came across as very enthusiastic and lots of energy. So, you know, again, not much criticism. You know, wanted to deliver her points, since basically, in a good way, where it came across as very professional. And I think that she, refuses to give up, given her third time taking the bar exam. That's confidence, but that's also motivation to continue to, keep going, and so one word would be she's motivated.
Motivated, Robbie. Thank you. G.
Awesome. Let's go, Darren. Some feedback, please, for Wayne.
For Wayne.
Yes, sir.
I thought he was great. I mean, I like the authenticity, talking about what he's been through. I think Gina, aka Tony, was was very heartfelt. You got into your past and the traumas of childhood and what you dealt with. And I think, maybe it could have been a little bit more detailed. I guess he was trying to just get the meeting, and he got the meeting. So that's the most important thing. If there's a word, I would say genuine and authentic.
Awesome. And thank you for that, Darren. I just want to acknowledge Darren and Ammo and what they've been up to. We have our Unblinded Influence Immersion coming up, and we're going to have 1,000+ people in Park Ridge, New Jersey. But Darren has been source for, directly and indirectly, Charlie Sheen coming, which we couldn't be more grateful for, Gary Vaynerchuk, Sugar Ray Leonard, and the founder of Marvel Studios, David Meisel, all coming, and Sadia Khan as well, and some more coming. So Darren, Ammo, thank you, brothers, so much. This is going to be an event for the ages, and we will not be exploiting anybody in their stories, but rather discussing influence. How is it created? How does it compound? And what drives folks? So thank you for that, Darren, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, my brother.
Let's go, G.
Let's go, Ammo. Feedback and score. Feedback for Rebecca, please.
My brother Darren, that was 2 words, by the way. Knuckle push-ups, buddy. Okay. That being said, I love you, brother. Rebecca, I thought you had a tremendous amount of enthusiasm and energy. I thought you structured your approach well. I like the fact that you mentioned that you have you charge, but you're willing to forego that if they book an appointment with you now. That sense of urgency. My word would be motivated and energetic. Was that 1 word, Darren, or was that 2? I can't remember.
Great job.
Whatever you say, you're the black belt.
Absolutely. Let's go. So from that, Andrew Catania, you still in the building?
I am still in the building.
Let's go 1 word each for Wayne and Rebecca. What's 1 word of how Wayne made you feel? 1 word how Rebecca made you feel?
Wayne made me feel caring. That was the emotion that I felt, caring. And Rebecca made me feel humility and energy. Couldn't do it in 1 word.
Knuckle push-ups, Emma. All right,
I'm all over the knuckle push-ups.
She's all over that.
Yeah, she'll be doing more knuckle push-ups than anybody here, I think. Let's rock and roll. So G, it is time to put me on the hot seat. Wayne, Rebecca, thank you for being that participant seat. But now Gina, in collaboration and co-creation with you guys, especially Darren, Ammo, and G, let's be decisive and let's rock this thing. What are you going to make me do now? And going from hello to yes, please.
All right, let's see. Here's two options. So am I giving options or just coming up with one? I got a few. Am I giving you one?
Let Darren, Ammo pick.
All right, so let's go. Sean has to go from hello to yes with Warren Buffett as Wayne, asking him to create the next $1 billion impact fund with him. So to have a meeting to create the next $1 billion impact fund with him. That's one scenario. Let's go. Sean plays Rebecca in going from hello to yes with, let's see, give me a high level, a lawyer that everyone knows, Sean. Highest level lawyer she's going from hello to yes with to besides you, because I would say you.
How about and well, God rest his soul, let's go Jerry Spence, who passed this year. He was a tremendous inspiration of mine, but let's rewind the clock and say it's Jerry Spence.
Let's do that. And so she would be going from hello to yes to co-launch her podcast with Jerry Spence. So he would be one of her guests, her first guests. So that's one second scenario. And then third possibility is Sean plays Harvey, going from hello to yes with Elon Musk, create a new financial freedom revolution with Elon to have a conversation about creating a new financial freedom revolution through Harvey's lending model with Elon's tech platform. So those are some 3 scenarios. What do you say, Darren or Ammo, about any of those? Or if you have a better one that you'd like to optimize, please hit us.
You can go, buddy. You can choose it.
I like the Warren Buffett.
Awesome.
I knew you were going with that.
Yep.
That's one I like too.
I'd also like him to pitch to be on Sean's new podcast.
Oh, yes.
It's a good
We
idea.
throw that in there too.
Sure, let's go. Let's make that all happen together. Okay. And then Darren, Ammo, everybody, Gina do an outstanding job. Bella Verita is in South Africa today, and she's on a couple of tours. Her sister's running a yoga retreat, and she's going to be looking to go great white shark diving. But guess what? It's really hard. This is really sad to find great whites in South Africa anymore. So she's going to take her best shot for a little great white shark diving, but the great whites have not been showing up. But there will be 10, 12-foot other types of sharks there as well. So Darren, Emma, Belverita sends her love from South Africa. We just spoke a little bit ago.
Tell her I said stay in the cage.
Yes, amen. So, and G, who's going to play Warren Buffett?
That's a great question. Ammo, pick someone. Who's playing Warren Buffett?
Oh, let's take a look here. I would say let Harvey roll with Warren Buffett.
Harvey, up for playing Warren Buffett?
Oh, I'm nervous as hell.
Big smile, though.
You got it. All right. Hello, is Mr. Buffett available?
Yes, he is. Who's calling?
Hi, Mr. Buffett. This is Wayne. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Remind me what it was about?
This is a conversation about creating an impact fund for people. Does that ring a bell, Mr. Buffett?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I remember this.
Cool. So if I could ask you, I know that you know who you are. I just want you to know that I know who you are, how precious your time and schedule is. So can I ask what prompted you to even say yes to this in the first place? Everybody wants to talk to you. Why did you grace me? And I mean that very sincerely with your precious time in the next 2.5 minutes. I promise I'll have you off on time. Please, sir.
I think it's because of the impact fund that you proposed, I think, earlier on the last call. How it's going to help in general, how it's going to help other people, and I think that's what made me take the call.
Yeah, well, Mr. Buffett, much gratitude. And if I can ask, you're one of the wealthiest humans on Earth, north of $100 billion. What keeps you going? I mean, you have Big Macs and McDonald's. You live an incredibly responsible, caring, impactful life. I've read your books. I've heard your annual speeches. I've read your reports. My sense is that, you really care about people. But what's the why that today, at this stage, with all of your success and abundance, keeps you going forward, Mr. Buffett, please?
I think it has to do with the impact when I say something, people listen, they take heed, and they want to know which way I'm moving in the direction in the market. And I have the responsibility of, being wealthy is, more money, more problems. So I would think that, whatever I can do to give back is what should be given back.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Buffett, from that place, can I share a couple of things really quickly that may or may not resonate with you, sir?
Certainly.
Everybody wants to make the world better. Well, not everybody, but most people, even dictators, say they're trying to make the world better. And what if, since the dawn of humanity, all human beings have struggled with 2 questions? 1, why am I here? And 2, how do I fulfill my ultimate mission, vision, and purpose? And what if, Mr. Buffett, even somebody like yourself or Elon Musk or Bill Gates and every homeless person is still wrestling with that question? How do I fulfill all that I can now that I've created what I've created? And so what I'm hearing you say, sir, is that's still a question that is present for you. So what I'm simply proposing to you is this: an impact fund, a launch, but not that you believe me already. Heck, we're at time, we had 3 minutes, but a meeting to discuss what this could look like and how we might actually be able to cure diseases, eliminate waste, stop hunger, cure thirst, things that people have wrestled with, politicians lie about all the time. But, sir, I've got something that can at least make a way bigger dent in the universe than anything that's gone before. and I would just expect you to believe me and give 30 minutes of your time, I've looked up what you have in charitable situations given auctioned away lunch with you for. And I'm not asking for lunch, it's a 30-minute Zoom call. And sir, a $1 million to your favorite charity. If you feel like this is a waste of your time, it's going to be a conversation about launching an impact fund. And this interesting blind person who is currently launching a podcast, committed to being the #1 podcast in business in the world, would love to have you as a guest on it, and how all of these fit together because of not just inspiration and motivation, but the science of actually building, growing, and scaling business. And sir, if you, as what people consider to be the #1 business mind on earth, are not moved that you actually learn something during these 30 minutes that you find to be meaningful and impactful, noteworthy enough to discuss at your next conversation with brilliant business minds, if that doesn't happen, $1 million to your favorite charity, and if it does, I think we have the beginning of a beautiful possibility. So Mr. Buffett, how would it resonate with you or not to have a 30-minute follow-up Zoom call to discuss an impact fund, solving the world's biggest problems, and maybe go on a podcast of some you've never heard of? Please, Mr. Buffett.
I would love to entertain something like that. And I would, bring it to my circles and see what we could do and bring it to the team.
Well, Mr. Buffett, I thank you for that. And shall I set that up with your assistant, Tom? And again, much gratitude. This money would go into the escrow account of your council. No games, no shenanigans, just massive gratitude for the opportunity, sir. And shall I set that up with your assistant, Tom?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you soon, Mr. Buffett. Thanks for all you do. Thank you. Okay. Out of roll. Thank you, Harvey. Great job as Mr. Buffett. I know Wayne first, then coming back to you. Wayne, very impressed by your heart, the job you did in that participant seat. Gratitude for your presence today, especially going first. Wayne, how did I do as you? How was your time on the Heart of Influence?
Well, I thought you were outstanding. And one of the things that I really appreciate how you structured everything is very respectful of time, obviously understood Mr. Buffett's background. But in essence, too, which I felt was very impactful, in a way you were asking him to help structure this. And then by asking for the meeting, you essentially proposed a no-lose situation for him, right? For 30 minutes of his time, he either gets to become involved in this, but if he doesn't feel it's worthwhile, a charity of his benefits. So it actually was a brilliant strategy. And you came across as just, first of all, very sincere, very respectful, well organized, and I guess I keep coming back to, very sincere and serious, through the whole thing. So that's what I really took from that, and just structured really well.
Thank you, Wayne. And I authentically do things like that. I'm very considerate of people's integrity, like Warren Buffett would have, and making sure I'm reversing risk for them and being super clear and creating safety. So Wayne, and you did much of that masterfully in your go at this. And thank you for being here, Wayne, and joining the more than 8,000 people that have been the Heart of Influence since it started. So thanks for joining that ecosystem today, Wayne. I appreciate you.
No, well, I really appreciate it, and thank you for having me. And it's obvious that that's how you practice your life, through how you just went through that mock demonstration. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate it. Rebecca, wonderful job as well in the participant seat. Extremely impressed.
Thank you.
And again, sorry for the process that you're going through right now. Yes, but
Wouldn't be here without it. So if I failed, if I passed the first time, I would have not started my business. So it's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Amen. And there's a lot to do. I am not confused that you are a rock star. And please, how was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
Yeah, no, it's just honestly really amazing to be in a room with such, obviously people who are successful in their careers, right? You're kind of looking at someone from the gutters down here, I'm swimming in the law school debt, I'm really trying to get up here, guys. But, I started my company 3 months ago, and, I'm shocked with the rooms I'm in now. So obviously I'm doing something right. And your words of wisdom will stay with me through, my business journey. So thank you guys very much.
And Andrew Catania, Rebecca is a completely ideal person to have here. And I want you to know,
100%.
yes. And Rebecca, the reason I say that is because sometimes working with people who've arrived, and Darren, I'll leave it in ammo, could attest to this, or maybe not, but I will, is exhausting, is frustrating. With somebody who is as appropriately motivated, inspired, dare I say hungry to make magic happen, you're in an incredible position. So lots more to talk about, and thanks for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. We'll definitely be talking soon, and excited to see how I can help you guys as well. I'm excited for the conference. So
thank you, Rebecca. Thank you.
Yeah, let's have some fun.
Let's go get it. Let's go, Harvey. Thanks for jumping in as Warren Buffett. Not easy to do. You did really wonderful work. And Harvey, how'd I do as Wayne in that conversation? And how was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
Well, I got thrown into this. When I heard Darren Prince was going to be there and yourself, I was just like, I got to get on this with Andrea. So I was very happy to be part of this. I love what you guys are doing. It's amazing. I'm excited. I'm proud to be here with a group of all you guys as peers or influencers.
Oh, thank you, Harvey, for sure. And we learn a ton from Ammo. This guy is one of the best kept secrets on the planet. And Andrea Catania, imagine this woman took 200 companies public in 7 different ways to do it. Craziness. So Harvey, thank you for being here. And really appreciate your kind words. And yes, there's some really masterful humans that are in the space, including you, sir. So thank you.
Thank you.
G, let's see how the experience was for some of these other fine folks.
Yes, let's hear from June.
Yeah, June, how was your time today on the Heart of Influence? Thank you so much for being here and for being that feedbacker seat. Presence, energy, clarity, outstanding. How was your time today, June?
This was great. Thank you so much for having me. And it was really fun to see the different people in different roles. And I really appreciated watching everybody. And I think Harvey and Rebecca did really well. And Wayne and Rebecca and Harvey did really well. And I really actually took some notes from how you conducted the interview so that I could use later. So thank you.
Thanks, June. Wonderful work. G.
Let's go to Ravi.
Ravi, Tony Stark's got nothing on you, brother. How was your time today?
Yeah, it was my first time, so I definitely enjoyed my time with everyone here. I think it was a great panel discussion overall, and yeah, some very insightful thoughts. So, you always take away something every time you talk to people, and that's what I believe in, that we all contribute and collaborate. So that's how the world works now.
Amen, brother. And hopefully you took away something, but also hopefully you've begun some new possibilities in relationships. All you guys definitely connect up. So thank you, Ravi. G.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Mr. Jeffrey Hart.
Well, I just want to say thank you, Andrea. Thank you all for including me, inviting me. I did not know what to expect, but this was a pleasant surprise. I know a couple of you, and most I don't know, and you guys all did a great job. And I agree with what Sean just said. I think you walk away for something like this with a learning experience, but gaining new relationships. I'm always in the relationship business, as we all should be. And thank you for your time.
Yeah. And Jeff, thank you for that. And here's one of my favorite people say, what do you do? I say it a few different ways, but one way I say it is, I integrously collect relationships with people who can integrously and masterfully cause yes. And for me, that's what this show is. It is a relationship collection filtration system and has been utterly mind-blowing. And thank you for bringing your mastery here today, Jeff. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. Yes, the one and only James Amorosi, the man that makes companies exponentially grow, and if he feels like it, can punch like 9 concrete blocks and break them. So James Amorosi, please, your final today, sir.
Final. Good to be back with everybody. I know we had some events going on and we missed an episode, and I was out for another one traveling. I think today was really wonderful. Got a good, diverse mix of approach on getting to that yes final moment. I feel it was Gina did a phenomenal job today. By the way, Gina, I want to give you a shout out. You did a great job today. Excellent. Another shout out to Andrea for putting together a great pod panel again. Very interesting mix of people. And again, I always say this, this is not the end. We should stay in touch. If you think there's a synergy, a couple weeks ago, I've had a couple meetings with some really, really high-end people who will definitely be, to use the word of the unblinded, is actualized. It'll be actualized, and really interesting people, phenomenal. So let's make sure we stay in touch, and that's the essence of what this is. And I think Sean alluded to that before. What this is, a filtration system, right? For getting to meet people and creating some relationships.
Thank you, Amo. The one, the only Mr. Darren Prince, brother, thank you for bringing your mastery to our world. Thank you for the trust, and we are super fired up to have opened a new portal in our relationship. So thank you, sir. And your final, Darren.
I thought you and Harvey, aka Lauren, did a tremendous job. Made some notes. How can you help? Well, you can. Lauren's why, aka Harvey, give a great why. I think the pitch into the podcast was perfect. Very non-threatening, very authentic, and I think Lauren's going to give you a yes. And Wayne was great. Rebecca was great. Gina, first time getting to know you. Everybody was on here. It's just such a great, energy platform, I would say. Just everybody that it really understands that wealth is defined differently. It's nice to have all that external success, but we're all here sort of in this mission-based frequency. And we get to establish these great new relationships because of it. And I got to connect today to an old one with Harvey. It's been forever. So Andrea, Sean, whoever booked him, thank you for that.
That's awesome. Love hearing that, Darren, for sure. Andrea, Gina, amazing work. For everyone, our October 15th event, that'll be the Influence Mastery event. The most challenging thing about this invite, which is you have a ticket for being here, is it's very difficult to describe what this is because, well, there's nothing like it. So take Harvard Business School meets wax on, wax off training with Mr. Miyagi, meets consulting, training, coaching at the highest level in the world. And then you only have the beginning of what it is, and in a little Robin Williams and a 3-ring circus, and you have the Influence Mastery immersion. And we could not be more grateful again to be kicking off by interviewing Mr. Charlie Sheen and his beautiful rise of his identity. Darren, I've been consuming the book, the documentary, amazing. Check it out. Charlie Sheen is back, and he is really sharing some incredible things and demonstrating how we can go through tough times and create massive resiliency. So that'll be happening October 15th. Please come as our guest in the great state of New Jersey. It will not just be an event where you hear a few speakers. It'll be a powerfully disruptive, transformative viewpoint into how you cause yes, and equally importantly, which yeses you should be causing to create exponential growth. So you're invited as our guests. And a final, I end every show by saying this: I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as to the possibilities for acceleration that sit right in front of all of us. With those possibilities sitting right here, we all could use a little unblinding, because at some level, Gina, we are all blind.
Just learning to see.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Great to see you all.
Thank you so much,
Pleasure.
everybody. It was great.
God bless. Happy Fun Friday.
Great weekend.
Have a good weekend, everyone.